Hello and welcome to ESPN Cricinfo Dailies. I'm Nikhil Shetty with the top cricket news this Wednesday. First up, England beat West Indies by 269 runs in the final test at Old Trafford to win the series 2-1. Imran Tahir will be the only South African player in the Caribbean Premier League this season, and Virat Kohli lauds Mayank Agarwal's character in a chat on BCCI.tv. England won the first cricket series in 4 months when it beat West Indies in the deciding third test by 269 runs on the last day on Tuesday at Old Trafford. England won the series 2-1 after losing the first test by 113 runs in Southampton. West Indies, resuming the fifth day on 10 for 2, had a tall order to bat out the day to force a series-saving draw. The weather wasn't going to save the West Indies either, though play had stopped for showers 3 times. West Indies lost 3 wickets in the morning session and the rest within 90 minutes after lunch to be all out for 129. Stuart Broad's first wicket of the day made him the 7th man in history to claim 500 test wickets. The series-winning last wicket gave Broad 4 for 36 in the innings and 10 for the match, his first 10 for since 2013. Moving on, no South African player apart from Imran Tahir will take part in this year's Caribbean Premier League, which is due to start on August 18th. Rassie van der Dussen, Tabraiz Shamsi, Anrich Nortje, Riley Russo and Colin Ingram were unable to confirm travel arrangements in time to be in Trinidad by August 1st, when CPL organisers wanted all participating players to arrive in order to fulfill a 14-day quarantine period before the tournament begins. While the CPL had organised a chartered flight from London to Trinidad, the South African players were unable to get to the UK in time, bearing in mind flight scarcity, visa requirements and the obligation to receive government permission. Tahir has not been in South Africa through the lockdown, but in Pakistan where he was playing in the PSL, and he has been able to travel to West Indies from there. South Africa remains in lockdown with all provincial and international borders closed and is expected to only begin easing travel restrictions after the coronavirus pandemic peak passes out at the end of September. That means the participation of South African players in the IPL is also awaiting logistical checks, chiefly government permission. India captain Virat Kohli has highlighted the character of Mayank Agarwal as a factor that stood out for him during India's tour of Australia in 2018-19, where Agarwal made his test debut. In part 2 of a chat with Agarwal on BCCI.tv, Kohli explained what impressed him the most about the opener. India had dropped Shikhar Dhawan for the test series and then lost Prithvi Shaw to injury in a warm-up match, leaving them with only Murali Vijay and KL Rahul as experienced names in the lineup. After both openers failed to deliver in the Adelaide as well as Perth tests, India switched to a completely new opening pair for the third test in Melbourne. Despite the series being tied at 1-1, Kohli believed Agarwal and Hanuma Vihari, who started his career batting at number 6 and had never opened before, were up for the challenge of facing the new ball in Australia. On getting someone new and inexperienced into the side midway into a series, like Kohli did with Agarwal in Australia then, he stressed that one's approach to the game mattered the most.